Hello Flowgraders, and welcome to another episode of the Flowgrade Show, where I'm interviewing world-famous biohackers, CrossFit legends, movie actors, and Finnish masterminds about their strategies to optimize well-being and performance. In this shorter interview episode, or we can call it an interview-sode, I'm talking to Hollywood actor Brandon Routh, whom many of you might know as the Superman in Superman Returns. He's also portraying right now the Atom in the TV series The Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow. And Brandon really needs to keep in shape for portraying all of these very physically fit superhumans. And that's why I'm talking to him about his strategies for dieting, for fitness, for keeping in shape. So now stay tuned and find out how Brandon Routh does what he does. Hi guys, Max from BioTracker, and I'm here with Brandon Routh, Superman, actor, and a true bulletproof guy. And Brandon, thanks for joining us first of all.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
For our podcast here in Germany, and so for our fans. First of all, are you living on the Bulletproof Diet?
Yes. I'm not in the green every day, but I strive to be most of the time.
So what does a typical day look like for you?
Coffee. For every morning, bulletproof coffee with, I do 2 tablespoons of brain octane and 2 tablespoons of ghee every morning. And that usually gets me through my workout 4, 5, 6 hours into the day usually. If it's a workout day, then I'm gonna have a shake, and I just started doing this new paleo shake. JJ Virgin actually, who's here, a wonderful nutritionist, has out, and it's beef peptides. And it's a shake, yeah, and it's great. It dissolves pretty seamlessly with water, and that with a little bit more brain octane or MCT oil it tastes like a chocolate shake. It's pretty good. Sometimes I put a little bit of berries or something in there just to give myself a little bit of sugar, a little bit of glucose to help with building a little bit of muscle. I do amino acids, branched chain amino acids throughout the day if I don't get meals often, because the one great thing about eating bulletproof is I'm not hungry. Sometimes I forget to eat, but I know that if I don't, I actually lose too much weight. I'll lose a little bit of...
it happens to me.
Yeah. So sometimes I have to force myself to eat a little bit. I do a lot of grass-fed steak and the fattiest ground beef that I can find. I have a great butcher here in Los Angeles that I use. I started making a lot more food in the year that I've done this. And I save my own lard that I get from pastured bacon that I get, and I cook with that, or I'm using the ghee for dinner and having, whether it's lacinato kale or dino kale, the broadleaf kale with Brussels sprouts or whatever it is. Are
you taking any supplements in addition?
I do a lot of stuff. I mean, I talk for hours about it, but yes, I just started using Siltap.
Oh, okay. How does that work for you?
It works really well for me for my work as an actor. It really allows me to take the words in and have them come out without having to think about it. So as an actor, you want to be in kind of a constant flow state. I'm learning so much and tapping into it, listening to Stephen Kotler talk about the whole flow state, because I'm realizing that's what I'm doing. I'm tapping into that when I'm speaking or when I'm on set all the time. We're trying to get back into that. You got to get out of your head and not be afraid. Sometimes you're afraid going into it, and then the fear is what makes the magic happen of the real reaction in a scene. Anyway, it's a whole actor thing. But I do that. I take magnesium at night. I'm doing magnesium 3 and 8 for more brain function. I use the sleep induction mat every night for the last 8 months, which helps me go to sleep like that. I usually wake up an hour later and my back is red from all the plastic points, but I sleep great with that.
So what is your, in addition to diet and sleeping is very important obviously, but what is your, I guess many people are interested, how does Superman work out like? What's your workout regime? Are you a CrossFit guy?
I don't do CrossFit. I did all this, I do a form of it with my trainer before CrossFit was becoming possible. We did, short things for a short amount of time, burst stuff, kind of a burst training thing. But I did all this. The awesome thing about this is when I first started Bulletproof a year ago, the first 4 months I dropped 25 pounds. Not doing any cardio, not doing CrossFit, not doing anything, just lifting heavy weights 2 or 3 times a week because the diet was that good for me, and I wasn't doing too much. You know, we can do too much. I think sometimes with the CrossFit or with everything else, I was working myself out too much sometimes and not giving myself my body the time to repair. So I found that just with proper nutrition, a little bit of force with heavy weights does a lot for me, and then a lot of time to rest and relax. So it's much easier. Everything's much easier this way. It's so much easier to diet. I don't call it a diet. To lose weight is so much easier. To stay lean is so much easier, and the workout is simplified.
So one question I've been asking people here, also Dave Asprey, you interviewed him as well, was if you had to go to a deserted island and you could only take 5 supplements or gadgets with you that are like sort of represented here, what would you take?
Wow. Well, if I was on a deserted island, I probably wouldn't need vitamin D because I'd be getting plenty of that from the sun. Wow. I'd want to have everything I can make to make my coffee because I could live pretty well on that because I'm getting my fat-soluble vitamins for the most part in the butter, the ghee. I wouldn't need my brain to be as on necessarily I don't know if I need the Siltap. Magnesium to help me go to sleep. Geez, that swing in there might help me pass time. And
did you hear about the accident?
Yeah, I tried it before that, and I was okay on it, thankfully.
Did you make the?
I didn't make it all the way around. No, it's probably a good thing that I didn't, because if I would have made it all the way around, then I might have been in trouble. Got to have a blender to make my coffee. Gosh, I don't know what number I'm.
Maybe okay. You can also choose a book. What are you reading right now?
What book? I'll tell you a book that's great. 2 books I'm reading. I'm reading a book, I don't know the title of it, but it's by Pete Egoscue. So it's all about functional kinesthetic movement, right? So I'm working on it, getting my body in proper alignment really to prevent all the kind of injury that I have. Is one of it's based off of just the way I'm moving. And then K2 and the vitamin C and the calcium paradox spoke here. The woman who wrote it is kind of mind-blowing, talking about how important vitamin K2 is for us, and we're not getting it, and how our diets and the way food is made has shifted so much. That's why we're not getting it like we used to.
It helps absorb calcium.
Helps absorb the calcium, make it go where it's supposed to go. Because we absorb it, when we absorb it, it's going to the wrong place, right? So it's going into our arteries and into our bones and skin. So so it's amazing for that. And
great. So
and also just I'll add the other thing. The awesome thing beyond just the food, the weight loss, and the energy I've had is it gave me, and I'm interested to see how it works for everybody else, but the food was a gateway into the soul in a way for me. It really was. I don't know if Dave Asprey intended it to be that way, or maybe he found that was his journey when he started to change his food and take control of that. And I've seen that in my life. I've been able to...
this changes the awareness, right?
My awareness about myself, about other people, how I'm communicating. Is my message getting across? Does this person really want to hear what I'm saying? That type of thing. Am I talking too much? All of those things come into better focus, and that's expanded my world in great ways. So
fantastic. So, Brandon, what are you filming right now? Last question for...
I'm working on Arrow, which is a CW show. Green Arrow, essentially, it's about the comic book superhero Green Arrow. And I am in the 3rd season, which is starting October 8th in the U.S., and I'm playing the Atom. Ray Palmer is his name, and he's the superhero, the Atom. And in the comics, he shrinks down to the molecular level.
Okay, guys, so check it out, Arrow. It's going to probably take a while until Germans can...
It'll be there sometime. Exactly. You can watch the first 2 seasons probably somewhere.
So thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's been great. Yeah.
Thanks.
This is the end of this interview, but don't worry, the next Flowgrade show is coming. Now, thank you very much for listening. If you liked what you heard, make sure to give us a thumbs up and leave us a review and subscribe. You can also check out our really cool content on flowgrade.com, and you'll see me next time.